See, whatever are your responses, I request you to type in your chat box, and then we will be discussing them once I pause my recording. So, a financial system enables lenders and borrowers to exchange funds. And India also has a financial system which is controlled by independent regulators in the sectors of insurance, banking, capital markets, and various sectors. Like, for example, if I say a system is one that is regulated. Regulated in the sense you have certain rules and regulations. In case you don't abide by the rules and regulations, then you will have to face the consequences. So we have regulators for all the activity, like which involves money, lenders and borrowers that exchange fund. When I save money, I park it in some investment avenue, banking, insurance, etc. Right? And then when I park it in the investment avenue, I earn some return on it, which is called interest, dividend, whatever, by the various names. So now, when I am earning interest on it, this money also needs to be saved, and the return promised to me should be given to me, right? Only then I say the money is safe. Otherwise, there is no safety for the funds at all. So I need to, if it is not safe, nobody will come forward to invest with you. If it is whatever be the company, banking, insurance, jo bhi hai, people will not come forward to invest with you. Therefore, it has to be done systematically. Excess fund has to be shared. Excess fund has to be circulated. Everybody who needs fund must have funds available to them. People who need funds must get funds on time. Otherwise, fund does not circulate. So those who are having funds will have their funds safe, and will be able to access others' funds. In case I need funds, if I will be able to access it on payment of some cost, which is called as interest if I borrow money. In case I have money, excess money, I can always give it to somebody through an institution. This process is done systematically. We do have regulators. The regulators are, for the insurance sector, we have the IRDA. For the banking sector, we have the Reserve Bank of India. For the capital market, we have the SEBI. And for various other sectors, we have different regulators operating. So let us see what a financial system is. Financial system is composed of products and services provided by financial institution, which includes banks, insurance companies, pension funds, organized exchanges, and many other companies that serve as facilitator for economic transactions. Economic transactions means transactions that involve money. So virtually all economic transactions are affected by one or more of these financial institutions. Why do I say virtually here? Virtually in the sense, money is moving. For physical money is not moving. It is only the entry, computer entry moves from here and there. Then they create financial instruments such as stocks, bonds, pay interest on deposits, lend money to creditworthy borrowers, and create and maintain payment systems in modern economies. Financial instruments act as an evidence. Like, for example, if I invest in stock, my demat account is credited. And if there is a fixed deposit, they give me a fixed deposit receipt. This receipt is an evidence. It is a claim on the fund that I have invested on a later date. I can always claim it on a later date. Like if it's a check, it is going to be an evidence of my money parked in the savings deposit. This is what it is. Are you following? So we will proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
The objective of efficient payment system. So when I say efficient payment system, what is it actually? See, payment should reach the person to whom it is due, and it cannot be going here and there, right? Supposing I pay to somebody, he has to receive it. And then you should, it should give time value to money, in the sense, if I park my fund for 1 year, if I give it to you for 1 year, that 1 year's value has to be received by me. If I give you 1,000 rupees, after 1 year, whatever is the value, I should be receiving that. And it should offer products and services to reduce financial risk. Can I just pause for a minute? Sorry, yeah. See, it gives time value to the money, and I hope, I'm sorry. It gives time value to your money, in the sense that, can I have such chats avoided from your side? Because I don't have these kind of issues in the third year lecture. So, time value of money, in the sense, if I give you 1,000 rupees, I have to receive it with interest rate after 1,000 rupees. 6% is the per annum interest. 1,000 rupees plus whatever 6% per year I should be receiving as receiving in return. And then to offer products and services to reduce financial risk or compensate risk taking for desirable objectives. I should offer such products like it will avoid financial risk. Like, for example, even insurance will help you in avoiding financial risk, or to reduce financial risk or mitigate. Like loss of life, you can never compensate that, but financial loss caused by loss of life of someone will definitely be compensated if you take an insurance policy. Derivative instruments, they will help you in reducing your financial risk. And then collect and disperse information that allows the most efficient allocation of economic resources. Like any kind of resources, like for example, information has to be distributed. Like, should I invest in this company? Can I invest in this sector? All these should be efficiently allocated. People should be willing, if banks are willing to wanting to lend to a particular, for a particular project, they should be able to lend without any hassles. They should get information. It is a reliable project, it is a trustworthy project, etc. Right? And to create and maintain financial markets that provide prices which indicate how well investments are performing, determines the subsequent allocation of resources to maintain economic stability. See, I have to create a financial market. What is financial market? Financial market means, it talks about market where funds can be bought and sold. So when I say markets that funds can be bought and sold, it has to be a market where funds are bought. Can I? A market where funds are bought and sold is called as financial. What is it actually? Yeah, I'll just check into those two accounts what is happening. because I logged out and logged in. Fine. So what happens is collect and disperse information, most efficient allocation of economic resources. And then I'm sorry, if I create financial market wherein funds are bought at a cost, funds are sold, in the sense borrowing lending के ऊपर return भी आता है, जिसको fund चाहिए उसको मिलता है, जिसको fund नहीं चाहिए, I mean जिसके पास extra fund है वो आपको part करते हैं. So you give him a return on the money that he has parted. So how, and these investments will have to go to the respective sectors for allocation of resources, so that it can maintain economic stability. In the sense, if I park money in the bank will lend it to various other sectors. And then when it is lent to various other sectors, what happens? The other sectors also are going to be benefiting, because the bank has lent to various sectors so that they can create some good or service in return, like infrastructure project. Infrastructure project helps you in creation of bridges, buses, etc., which can be used by the public for their commuting, for if it is a bridge, vehicles can move about easily. Those aspects we are seeing. So funds are, those people who have excess funds will park it in some financial institution, and financial institution is going to lend to those people who are actually in need, which could even be your funds, which could even be your infrastructure sector, railways, buses, bridges, etc. Or it can be for telecom sector. Wherever fund is required, your excess fund goes in there, right? And efficient allocation of resources happens here. Otherwise, your funds will be lying idle. Neither will they earn any return for you, nor will they be utilized properly. These sectors will also not get funds if you don't park your funds in some financial institution. So now let's see what are the components of financial system. As I said, a financial system indicates a group of complex and closely linked institutions or agents, procedures, markets, transactions, claims, and liabilities within an economy. So when I said that you should have an institution, you should have a regulator, you should have some instruments, you should have some agents or intermediaries, you should have a process which is, predefined process or procedures. Then you should have buyers and sellers, and then you should have transactions also taking place. You should have claims, in the sense receipt against which you have a claim over some fund in future. And also liabilities within an economy, payables, like a loan is a payable to somebody else. Deposit, if banks accept deposit, it's a liability for them, public's money. Somewhere they have to pay back. So this is what a financial system means. Now, as we know, we have financial, we'll talk about Indian financial system. There is financial institution, financial markets. Financial market has been divided based on the tenure of funds as money market that deals with short-term funds, capital market that deals with long-term funds. Then we have foreign exchange market, where you have buying and selling of foreign exchange transactions. Credit market, where people buy and sell loans. Any doubts so far? Then we have financial instruments, and then we have financial services. Financial instruments are claims that represent your claim on some money that you have parked with some institution. Financial services. Financial services are those services which are provided, like the banks allow you to keep deposit for safekeeping and earning a return. That is a financial service, right? They allow you to borrow money from them. They will allow you to have access to somebody else's money. Now, from apart from all these, money is one of the important constituent of financial system. I hope I am clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is a financial institution? Financial institution is also called as financial intermediary. Financial intermediary ensures smooth working of financial system by making investors and borrowers meet. Like these intermediaries allow you to invest your excess money with them, and somebody in need of money, he is able to meet his requirement by borrowing from financial institution. And they help you mobilize your savings of the investors either directly or indirectly via financial markets. Directly, see, any investor can keep his fund, his savings are mobilized, they are lent to some sector, and then it goes on to somebody else. It helps you in creating goods and services by making use of different financial instruments, as well as in the process of using service of numerous financial service providers. They could also be categorized into regulatory institutions. Regulatory intermediaries or institution means your SEBI, they are the rule makers, IRDA, RBI, etc. Non-intermediaries. Some of them are non-intermediaries like your post office, etc. Right? And there are many others. If you see, AMCs are non-intermediaries again. They offer, I'll tell you about each and everything in detail. Right? And apart from that, they offer services to organizations looking for advices on different problems. See, now here non-intermediaries also include information providing institutions, right? They are going to serve many organizations that advises you, should I park my fund here? Like your rating company rates. It helps you decide if you should actually invest in a particular company's FD or if you should actually buy certain bonds, etc. Right? And then any kind of restructuring and diversification strategies. They offer complete series of services to organizations that want to raise funds. See, any kind of series, like for example, in the capital market, if a company wants to raise capital, equity capital or debt capital, right? It will be done through these companies. They are called as merchant bankers. They will help you float your prospectus. They will help you, circulate it to the investors, subscribers. They will help you collect the money, etc. They're going to market also your issues. And then apart from that, they also take care of financial assets like securities, deposits, loans, etc. Like for example, when I say financial assets represent some claim. Later on, these financial assets can be converted into physical assets. Like for example, if I say securities, what are securities? Securities are financial assets. They have gone as capital into some other company to create some physical asset. Whereas gold, house, etc. are physical assets with which you cannot create any other physical asset. Do you understand this? I hope
Yes, ma'am.
all of you.
Yes.
So what are financial markets? Financial markets is where buyers and sellers of financial assets meet, financial claims meet. In the sense they may not physically meet, but there is demand and supply forces operating. Right? Financial assets are created or transferred in a financial market. As against, see, real transaction that involves exchange of money for real goods or services. Like in real goods and services, like you go to a vegetable market, you are going to buy vegetable, give money. Somebody is going to sell the vegetable and then they accept money. But here you don't need to be physically present. It is going to be financial claim. It is all in the form of online transactions, wherein you buy online and then your bank account is debited. You transfer money to them and your demat account is credited. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Any doubt? We talk about money market. First classification, money market is a market that deals with short-term funds for about a year. They are very highly liquid market and it is dominated by government, banks and financial institutions. Participants are government institutions, government, banks and financial institutions. We'll discuss about money market, instruments, etc. in detail in the coming parts. And then capital market. Capital market is a market which deals with long-term funds, and the transactions take place in this market will be for periods over a year, more than a year. It could even be lifelong, like till the company exists, equity share exists. Bonds, 35 years, etc. So depending upon the instrument, but it is more than a year. Foreign exchange market, where you buy and sell other currency. Whenever buying and selling of other currency is there, then a market is created, right? It need not be physical. It can be online, it can be over the phone. Credit market, where financial institutions, NBFCs, non-banking financial institutions will see all these things. And then they deal with short-term and medium-term and long-term loans to any corporates or individual. Whenever buying and selling or whenever borrowing and lending takes place, we call it as credit market. Any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
Now, what about financial instruments? Financial instruments are financial assets or securities. These are a wide range of securities in the market as the needs of the investors and credit seekers are different. So they are going to indicate a claim on the settlement of principal down payment down the road or payment of regular amounts by means of interest, dividend, extra. Like for example, even if I invest in a bank's FD, they're going to give me an FD receipt. And this FD receipt will be a claim. Say my FD matures after 3 years. After 3 years, I can always take it to the bank, take my money. And periodically, I will have some amount as interest or dividend paid on the investment. So these are financial assets. But these financial instruments or assets are going to create more assets because this FD money which the bank has collected from me is going into some other some other institution, and they are going to be utilized for creation of other assets. So now when I talk about financial services, we'll see in detail. Financial services are those services which are provided by asset management and liability management companies. We will discuss this in detail later when we see mutual funds, etc. Now, financial services they assist to determine financing combination and extend their professional services up to the stage of servicing lenders, right? Like for example, I'll tell you the basic of financial services. You are allowed to use somebody else's money. You're allowed to keep your money in some banks or any other financial institutions. So therefore, and any kind of financial services, like you need somebody else's capital, you can always access it. You need to lend money to somebody, you can always do that and earn a return. You can park your excess savings there, right? Now, I will discuss about financial services in the next lecture in detail, and many other concepts we will see in the next lecture. In the meantime, money is to be understood as anything that is accepted for payment of products and services. It's a medium of exchange, in short. And we know it acts as a store of value, and it helps us in exchanging goods and services. Any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
Shall I